hello everybody. It is a fabulous Monday here in Yuma, Arizona, though it was colder. It actually rained. And it rained last night must have been about midnight last night. It rained just a little teeny bit. And it was all cloudy all day. And it rained this afternoon. Not a huge amount. But the temperatures were in the 50s when they were supposed to be in the 60s. So, Ann says that we decorated the Christmas tree with your ornaments. They are beautiful. I posted a few pictures on a community tab. Oh, I will look over there, Ann. Tell the girls thank you so much. And everybody's coming in tonight. How fun. Sarah, Shauna, Angie, Lynn, Doug. I'm just scrolling on down through here. Did I say Lynn already? Lynn? I might have said you already, Lynn. Julie's in here. And Ann is in here. And Carol's in here too. See? Hey, Carol. How are ya? Fabulous. And Ann Dale is in here too. Ann girl, how are ya? 2 Anns in here tonight. Yay. And Shelly is in here. Shelly, have you and Doug completely decorated everything? Have you gone crazy this year? And Charmaine is in here. Hello, young lady. I want mittens, please. I did a video today on mittens. Now, I have made mittens using this pattern for easily 10 years. And so I am just so excited about doing a video because a lot of times I have made them from sweaters. And a lot of times people think, oh, I have to find wool sweaters. That's the only way I can make these mittens. But that's not really true. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. So if you haven't seen the video, it is up on my regular Suburban Homesteader Wyoming, Arizona. And it is, Julie wants to know how long it takes me to make the mittens. Julie, it actually takes me as long to cut them out as to sew them. They're really pretty fast to sew. Once you get the hang of it, like the first couple times I made them, it was just like, some parts were a little more difficult. But then by the time you've done 3, 4, 5, they're just so fast. Because let's put a mitten on right now. Isn't that warm and cozy? It's got a little cuff here. And I line them. So see how it's got a liner in there? And they're just so beautiful. You don't see any of the seams. And it's actually 3 parts. There's this top part, this bottom part, and the thumb actually shares half and half, and then the back. You don't actually have to put a cuff on, but I like the cuff because it just finishes it out so well. And so I like it. And I think I have missed all kinds of people. Oh my gosh. Lynn says that her granddaughters are saying they want mittens. And Lynn's granddaughters are decorating their Christmas tree tonight. So how fun is that? Charmaine says that she will settle for the pattern if she doesn't win. Actually, all you guys have to do is just send me an email. I'll take a photograph of my pattern. And I'll do it at all the different parts because there's left and there's right-handed. And you don't want to mix those up because then it doesn't really match when it goes to do this part right here. Now, I've seen people just trace around their hand and they're both the same size, but these are just so much nicer. And so just send me an email and I will send you that. You can print it right out, cut it out. Now, I like to, I have my main copy, but I really like to trace that onto like newspaper print, just how you can get just newsprint. That works really good because you can pin through it, and after they wear out, you just throw those away and then you can copy some more. But when I do my patterns, I always write left or right so that there's never any question. Renee is here. Hello, Renee. From Grass Valley, California. How far is that from Arizona? I don't know what part of California that is. Let us know, because we are right next to California in Yuma, Arizona. Alden, hello from Texas. How are you? Merry Christmas. Angie says, I have never found a pair of mittens or gloves that keep my fingers warm. Cheap? Nope. Expensive? Nope. Well, you know, there's advantages to gloves and there's advantages to mittens. And I do like how mittens, you can just like curl your hand up if they start to get cold. The reason why a lot of people use old wool sweaters is because they throw them in the wash machine and dryer so that it basically felts the wool. And it makes it pretty much waterproof. You know, it takes a while before the water doesn't run off. And so that's why they do it. But it gives people the impression that if they don't have wool sweaters, they can't make them. But like, look at this. This is just material from the store. This is a blanket that I got on a Black Friday a couple years ago. It's just, you know, it's kind of stretchy. It's kind of, it's like a fleece. That's what it is. And I love it. Let me scroll here. Can you make bacon mittens? I could make bacon mittens. That would be so funny. I could embroidery some bacon on there. And actually, sad thing, my neighbor across the street passed away. She was a lovely lady, though she had way too many cats. Seriously. Like one day, the neighbor counted 13 in the yard. You can only have 2 pets. But anyway, she had been sick for over a year and some. And, but she was a lovely lady. She was always so nice to me. And her son and daughter have been here and going through her stuff. And they gave me her serger, which I wanted a serger for a very long time. And then I thought when they had the box with all the thread in, I thought it was just a sewing machine, but it's an embroidery machine. And so, Doug, I could embroidery bacon onto some mittens. See, haven't even used it yet. I just got it, but it is totally awesome. And Doug is saying hi to Stephanie. Is Stephanie in here and I didn't see it? Steph, hello. Stephanie has been a member for 26 months. That's so sweet. Doug, Kevin, not Kevin. No, that's not right. Kevin has been a member for a long time, but I can't tell you how many months he's been. But Doug, Brian, Lala Farms, Steph, Lynn, and Monty in Motions, I think, have been my longest. A little Frenchie in Big Texas, Mary Ranch, and Dale's been there a long time. And a whole bunch of you guys are in tonight. So that is fabulous. Steph just got home from work. I'll watch the mitten video later. Well, Steph, you might win. Who knows? But I bought some different kinds of fleece actually at the secondhand store. Not this one. And so I cut out the one because it's really pretty. And it literally was just falling apart. I tried to sew it. And I think if I was going to use that, I would have to put kind of a backing onto it, you know, the double-sided or the single-sided. And so that it literally held that cloth together, because I sewed, but then when I'd put my hand in there and move my fingers around, it would want to pull apart. And there was plenty of seam allowance. So that's just something to look at when you're making mittens. And Todd is here. Todd, how are you? I will tell Joe hi. He is in the other room and he is, I don't know, watching some movie about earthquakes. I don't know. Lynn says that she needs sewing lessons. You know, sewing is like one of those things that most people can just do a basic part, you know, but it takes some talent to be a seamstress. And my little neighbor across the road, she was a seamstress when she was younger. Not, she was 75 when she passed. But when she was younger, that was one of the businesses she had. And her son talked about that. And so, but that was very kind of them to give me the embroidery machine and the serger. And I mean, so much thread. It was craziness. And Christina's here. Hey, girl. How are ya? Grass Valley is beautiful. Oh, good to know. Fun. And so I'm just scrolling through. I just want to make sure I haven't missed anybody to say hi to. Jessie and Lisa are here. Hello. How are you? Jessie's there. Make sure you tell Lisa that we said hello. So Renee, I asked Renee what part of California that was, and she says we're an hour north of Sacramento in the foothills. My son lives in Berkeley, and he used to live in Oakland, and then they got a different apartment in Berkeley. And I know a few other people in California, but not really a lot of people. But we are so close to the border. My post office box is actually in Winterhaven, because it literally takes me 8 minutes from my house to go over the river, Colorado River, and be in California. So it works out really good. Almost 11 and a half hours. Yeah, California is a big state. And I've been watching the snow that has been piling up on parts of their mountains, which will be great in the spring while it melts. And I know, Steph, it was just amazing, And so they're kind of dusty because she did this when she was young, not as old as she was when she passed. And so I'm just going to wipe all the machines down and probably have to have them oiled and stuff like that. But I'm totally excited about it. And Pathways Homestead, thank you very much. Hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. And we are giving a pair of mittens away today. See, a pair of mittens. I made them today and put up that video. So I'm stoked about that. And hello, young lady. How are you? Are you all ready for Christmas? I bet you are. So much fun. Oh, Alpine Gulch is in too. Alpine Gulch is a member of Suburban Homesteader Wyoming. Now, Doug is doing this. He types in channel, and then Nightbot will put up your link to that to your channel. So you guys do that. Just don't write channel right after somebody else, because Nightbot can't keep up. So just wait a couple seconds and do it, and it'll work perfect. Soden. Oh my gosh, Soden. Sorry. Sometimes you just can't talk. That's all there is to it. Now, my lives are only 1/2 hour, if I can help it, because there's a lot of other people having lives, and the Vineyard Chicks have it at the same time as me. And theirs are always longer than a 1/2 hour. So I always tell everybody either go back and forth or be on mine for a 1/2 hour and then go over to theirs. And so, and they were one of my members. And so it was just a conflict that they decided to change the time. I decided to change the time, and we had done it without knowing that the other person was doing it. Sewing takes a lot of trial and error. That's true. And so that's why it's always, I always tell everybody, start with an apron. It's not a difficult thing to do. There's some very simple patterns for aprons, and make one and make two and make 10 of them. Give them away, give them to your kids, give them to your grandkids, whoever. But then you get the feel of your sewing machine, and that can really help. Because the more you do something, you get to know how the material goes through, how it feels. I can only hand sew. I cannot use one of those plug-in things. Wow, can't use those plug-in things. Sarah, you are so funny. You type visit during our live stream. That's right. So if you're watching Doug's live stream, where I do channel, you type visit, and it works the same way. It's just a thing that StreamYard has now, and it's just fabulous. Lisa says, hello from Northern Mitten. Don't you just love these mittens? Now, I made them kind of snug. I mean, there's plenty of room. It's not like your hand can't go in through. But I thought, man, we keep that snow out of there. Not that I have snow in Arizona. But if I went up to Flagstaff, they have snow up there. And because our friends at Brainstorm Acres, Henry and Irene, they have snow in the wintertime. So, and besides, sometimes you get used to a weather, and like today was in the 50s, and I thought it was cooler. I wore a jacket, not a coat. I wore a jacket though. Christine wants to know, how far are you from Payson, Arizona? I'm not sure where Payson, Arizona is. Tell me a big city that it's by, and then I could probably tell you. And see, Alpine wrote, exclamation join, typed, should bring up the join link. And look at it does. I like technology. That's right. Lisa says, hi. I'm going to send you and Grandma and Grandpa cranberry, strawberry, jalapeno jam. It's not hot, but you get the jalapeno flavor. I bet it's fabulous. Angie had sent me pictures when she was cooking it, and I thought, oh man, that looks good. So thank you very much for that. And remember, Joe would really like some habanero honey. Not that I can't make it, but he was just like so excited when Angie made that. And I'm totally excited about it. And so, am I caught up? Miss Vicky's place. Hello. How are you? Northern California. Yes. Julie is right. Monday is a huge day for lives. Not sure why. I suppose because the weekend's over and everybody's settled down into the new week. And I mean, like today, I was like totally busy. I had meetings and we just had all kinds of stuff. And it was just wild. Jesse, I wanted to tell you. Now, Jesse gave me the idea of using a penny on the back because he does it in his stuff, in his mounts. He puts that year, that penny on there so he always knows when he did that mount. Well, I took that idea and I've been doing it on the back of my paintings. And my artist friends down here think it is the most fabulous idea. And I said, use it. You know, it was Jesse's idea. It wasn't my idea. I just switched it over to paintings instead of mounts. But they thought it was a fabulous idea. And I thought, oh, I got to tell Jesse that. Steph says, I like making cobbler's aprons for my mom. That's so nice of you. I love making aprons. I used to sell them at the farmers markets, and then people would give me design ideas that they wanted, or they'd see some kind of apron and they'd go, can you do this with this color? And, you know, you can just find a million patterns to make them, and it is just so much fun. Lynn says that she's so enjoying decorating the tree with the girls. I'm telling them about the ornaments from my mom's tree, my tree, and my daughter's tree when we were kids. Don't you love those memories? I do. Christmas, one of the greatest things about Christmas is the memories, because you have family and friends around, you start talking, and it's like, oh, I remember when we had this Christmas, and this is what happened, and it's just so fun. Lisa says that aprons can be fun. I like the new ones that they're making. It that goes around your neck and towel on each end. I saw those. And I thought that is a good idea because you don't want to wipe everything onto your apron, though it does happen sometimes. Um, but with the towels, I just thought that was a great idea. But people are clever. Oh, Doug says that I froze up. Anybody else see that? And Shelly says, I only sew in the winter. I don't have time to sit down any other time of the year. You know, when we used to always just live in Wyoming, the winter time, you know, you got done with your gardens, your canning, all that stuff. And that was such a good time to sew, to read, to catch up on stuff. And now that we have 2 gardens, you know, basically 2 summers, it's more difficult. And not that I don't love my garden down here, because those broccoli plants and cauliflower plants are getting so huge. But I do miss that slowness, that quiet time of the cold winter. And you're just looking out, and it is just, I mean, the snow's going sideways, and you got your wood stove going, and it's so nice and warm in the house, and you can just curl up with a book, a cup of tea. I miss that, you know. But there's just things. Lisa says that it's 30 degrees there. It's a heat wave. And Carol says that she can sew a button on. That is awesome. And it comes in handy. She says that she's praying for snow in Tucson. I think it does happen once in a while, but it doesn't happen very often. Doug says he likes habanero jelly. I like any pepper jelly because you got the sweet and you got the hot at the same time. But Angie made habanero honey. She infused the habaneros into the honey, like I do with garlic. And I bet you it is fabulous. It's one of my things to do. When we get back, because I have loads of honey that I need to take out of those hives. So, and I could have taken out before we left, and then it was just like so many things to do. I just didn't get it done. Oh, we're at 23 minutes. We are almost ready to give those mittens away. And the computer is going to pick. I'm not picking who it is. I'm not doing a number. I'm just going to let the computer pick it all. Doug says that they always put coins in fresh poured cement to note the year. That is a good idea. You know, when my dad poured cement when we were growing up, sometimes we'd put the date, you know, we'd mark with the date. Sometimes we'd put our hands in it, just different things. But it is fun to go back and see those things. And it's like, oh, yeah, I remember when I did that. Steph says that I have so many special ornaments from special friends here. Oh, isn't that sweet? Just lovely. Doug just got the new White House ornament today. It's a gingerbread White House. I saw a picture of it in our paper. They had an article about it. How fun. Softball mom. Well, hello. How are ya? And welcome to Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. We are about to give some mittens away. That's right. I'm trying to get through all my comments. So Angie's saying how you do it. She chopped up 10 habaneros in a half gallon of honey. I kept it warm with the light of my oven and shook several times a day. Super easy. Awesome. I like basically about anything infused in honey. And it's got so many good things. I'm hand repairing a pair of jeans for Luke. And I gave my sewing machine. Oh, you gave your sewing machine away. Well, that was very kind of you to give it away. I'm not sure I could live without a sewing machine, though. I mean, I have a sewing machine back home. I have a sewing machine down here. Now, I'm going to take that serger back and forth because there are so many times up in Wyoming, I could have used a serger. And so Steph says, I remember your early videos from Wyoming, and you are bundled up with long sleeves, sweater, scarf, vest, and scarf all the time. The winters in Wyoming can be so cold, and they are supposed to get like blasted this week. So, and Joe says, the little neighbor boy who shovels our sidewalk, he might be working a little hard this week. I really enjoyed the downtime in winter. You know what? Speaking of downtime in winter, I think it's one of those cycles that is really healthy. I sew, we watch movies, lots of tea, all kinds of stuff. And it is, but I think our bodies actually have a cycle. And even down here, it does get cooler in the wintertime. I mean, it's not like in Wyoming. Like tonight is going to be the coldest that we've had so far. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be 39 degrees. So it's not like I have to cover the tomatoes or the pumpkins or anything like that. But if it looks like it's going to get any colder than that, I'll start covering them for a while and then just take them off every morning. So, Linda, hello from Alabama. Welcome. A week of below zero in Wyoming coming tonight. I know. That's what I saw. And it was like, drats. I mean, seriously, it's like, Dawn is in here. Hello, love those mittens. You have the greatest ideas. Actually, I've been making these for about 10 years. Making them like this for about 10 years. And I had seen a video on YouTube. And I found the old video. It was like 10 or 11 years old. But none of the links work with it. If you go into the description, because it was a free pattern that you could have with it. But luckily, I have the free pattern. So I just thought, well, when people want it, they can just email me and I'll just send them the free pattern because I got it for free, so. Someone asked me if they could just use my vanilla as vanilla vodka instead as vanilla extract. Your thoughts? I think it's possible. Yeah. I guess they'd have to play with it and try it for a little bit and see how it worked for them. Some things it might be too strong. Other things it might not be as strong as they want. But I think they could. Yeah. I mean, you definitely wouldn't want to drink it just drinking it because even the store-bought, if you just tried to drink it, it'd be like, oh my gosh, that is so disgusting. Cindy says, I miss the snowed-in days in Wyoming, playing games and crafting with the kids. That's true. That's so much fun. And Joe says, I bet you the stores are packed in Wyoming, but everybody getting ready for the snowstorm to come in because that's how it always works. Ansa said it's chilly in North Carolina. She's in the 30s. I'm at 50 right now. But I think at about 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, it's supposed to be 39. Usually here, the coldest part of the night is about 6 o'clock in the morning. And then just a little while after that, the sun starts rising and it's all back to good. But that does sound kind of cold. And Steve from Wyoming. Hello, how are ya? It's snowing now in Sheridan, Wyoming, 15 degrees, 20 miles per hour. So it's like below zero probably with the wind chill. Steve lives the same city that my sister lives in. I love Sheridan, Wyoming. It is fabulous. Steph says that she would like the mitten pattern. I will send that. And it's not really a pattern. It's just, well, yes, it is. It's a pattern. Never mind. At first I was going to say it wasn't really a pattern because I'm thinking it doesn't have the instructions. It's just the shapes. That's what you're going to get. You have to watch the video to put it together. It's really easy. Oh, we have to give it away. Okay, let me put my mittens on. See? Don't you love that red inside there? So if I don't have your physical address, you're going to have to email me your physical address. And I am going to send this out to somebody. Okay, so I am going to type, and Cynthia's here, Cynthia Gray, in the 60s now, but expect more chilly weather and rain to come before Christmas comes. Weather in Texas is so changeable. Yeah, that's craziness. Okay, so I'm typing. I do an asterisk and then winter. And so make sure you type something, type a name, a number, anything, because that's how Nightbot picks from the people that have done it in the last 5 minutes, have typed something in the last 5 minutes. So I am going to type this. And are you guys ready? That's right. Here we go. And Nightbot will pick. I'm watching. And the winner is, look at there, Pathways Homestead. And it says, does not subscribe to your channel. Nightbot doesn't know what he's talking about. Todd, I did say hi. But hi again, Todd. How are you? But congratulations. And I'm pretty sure I have your guys' address. If I don't, I'll send you an email because I'll get your email off of your page. But congratulations. Just totally excited. Keep your hands warm. See? Mittens. I thought about embellishing them or embroidering or something. But then the more I sewed on them, it was like, yeah, I just like them just like this. And so I hope you like them too. And I have some crazy tie-dyed fleece. So I'm going to try to make some of those. And if they work out, if the material is good for mittens, I'll give away a pair next week. So that's right. My Nightbot doesn't think anyone subscribes. It's just so funny. It does that all the time. And I've seen it on other channels and it does the same thing. And it's like, how do you not know this? But it must not be linked to YouTube like that. And so it doesn't know that. Cheryl, hello. How are ya? Cheryl, I did mail that package to you. And so hopefully it's not too long, but I know it's Christmas now and, people are just mailing. I went into the post office and the lady in front of me had at least 15 packages. And it was like, yeah, this is going to take a while. Because I go to a little tiny post office. So, but everybody, I'm going to let you go because I have to go fix that Joe man some supper. I told him, I'm too busy. I can't start because I'm wrapping presents, because I got to mail presents to kids and grandkids. And so I'm going to let you guys go. Congratulations, Pathway Homestead. Cindy, congratulations that you are the winner. And tomorrow on my other channel, Fuse Glass Artwork and More, we do the winner, draw the winner for the barn painting and the 3 bonus ones. And that's from all the people that made comments, those 3 bonus ones, the whole 12 paintings of Christmas. So if you want to have a chance to win those, make sure you make a comment on one of them. And so that you go into that drawing tomorrow. But everybody, have a great night. And I will see you later on in the week. Okay, bye everybody.